Hello everyone, welcome to Sources classes. So in this video again we'll be continuing our discussion with respect to the QA section of the paper. The QA section or what is quantitative aptitude section, if we talk about this in general, this year the paper remain more or less of the similar sort or the similar kind, that is the kind of pattern of the paper or the question that has been asked in this year's paper more or less remain the same. Okay, so no new significant changes were observed, but having said that, this year the paper was more or less on the difficult side, that is the questions were extra calculation intensive, so that in turn served towards making the paper a little bit on the difficult side. Okay, so having said that, what we'll be doing is we'll take up three questions from the paper, that is 51 through 53, and we'll try to observe and understand what the ideal approach towards each of these questions is going to be like, so that whenever we come across such question further down the line, we are easily able to solve them. Okay, so having said that, let's go ahead and solve the question. So let's start off with 51. In a division sum, the divisor is 10 times the quotient and 5 times the remainder. If the remainder is 40, then the dividend is okay. So let's take a look. It's given divisor is 10 times the quotient and 5 times the remainder. Okay. So let starting with 51. Let quotient equals to x. So therefore divisor will be 10x. Okay, divisor is going to be 10x, and now is also given that remainder is equal to 40. So therefore divisor divisor in divisions of divisor is 10 times quotient and 5 times the remainder. Okay, so therefore divisor will be 5 into 40, that is 200. Now this 200 will be equal to 10x because both are the values of divisor. So therefore x is equal to 20 and quotient is equal to 20. Okay, so now what we are supposed to find? The dividend. We are supposed to find the dividend. So dividend can be given as dividend will be equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so therefore divisor, this is 200 into quotient being 20 plus remainder is 40. So this would come out to be 4000 plus 40, that is 4040. Option C is the answer. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Now having said that, we'll move on to question number 52 now, if we get rid of this. A reduction of 20% in the price of sugar enables Mr. Bandra to buy 5 kg extra for 320. Then we need to find the original price of the sugar. So let the original price equal to rupees x per kg. Okay, so therefore reduction is 20%, right? So therefore new price will be 80% of x, that is 0.8x rupees per kg. Okay, or we can write this as 4 by 5 rupees per kg. Okay, write this properly. Okay, so this is what we have. Now, what is this given? According to the question, due to the reduction in price, the people that Mr. Badra is able to buy 5 kg more for 320. Okay, so initially 5 kg more, that is the second quantity is more, so 4 by 5x minus 320 by x equals to 5. Okay, so this is what we have. So this can be written as 320 by 4 into 5x minus 320 x equal to 5. Let's take 320 common. So therefore what we have is 5 by 4x minus 1 by x equals to 5, or 20 into, say we take 4x, 5 minus 4 equal to 5. Okay, so therefore so we have x equal to 16. So therefore the original price is 16 rupees per kilo. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So this question can be also solved using a shortcut. Okay, so let me just show you that as well. So you can use either of the way, whichever you feel convenient with, to solve this question. Okay, so it's given that the price is reduced by 20%. So whenever we have two quantities like price and quantity which are inversely proportional to each other, that is for fixed price, with high price quantity is low, with low price quantity is high. So inversely proportional quantities, when one of the related quantity is decreased by 1 by a times, then to balance this out, the other related quantity has to be increased by 1 by a minus 1 times. Okay, so in this case what we have, 20% is nothing but 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 times increases, the price decreases, therefore the quantity must be increased by 1 by 5 minus 1, that is 1 by 4%, the quantity must increase. Okay, so therefore x into 1 by 4, this increase will be equal to 5 kg. So therefore initial quantity will be 20 kg, just multiplying 5 into 4. So therefore 20 kg is being purchased with 320 rupees. Okay, so 1 kg will be purchased with 320 by 20, that is 16 rupees. Okay, 16 rupees. So this way also we could have gotten the answer. Okay, we could have gotten the answer through this way as well. So you can opt for either of the two ways, whichever you feel convenient with. So you can follow either of the two. Okay, so that shouldn't be an issue. So having said that, we'll move to number 53 now. Two numbers, respectively 25% and 40% less than the third number. What is what percent of first number is second number? Okay, so we have three numbers here. Okay, so let one number, or let's say first number, second number and third number. So it's given that two numbers are 25 and 40% less than third number. So I'm assuming third number is 100, first number is 25% less, so it will be 75, 40% less, so it will be 60. Okay, so this is what we have. Now if we further look at the same, so 60 and 15, there's a difference of 15, and 15 by 60, if I take a look, it's 1 by 4. Okay, my bad. What percent of first number is second number? Okay, sorry. What percent of first number is second number, right? So for that, all we have to do is simply divide 60 by 75.0 is 8 3 is 30, 8 5 is 40, 56 and 600. So therefore 80%. Option D. Okay, so I hope this is clear. This is a very simple question. Okay, so with that said, we come to the end of the video. So in case you have any doubt with respect to any of the questions that we have solved, be it 51, 52, 53 or 53 also, both the methods that we have used towards solving the same, feel free to go through the video multiple times and then try and solve this question on your own, so that you can get a better idea of the concepts involved. Okay, both for the shortcut and for the general method as well. Try and understand the concepts involved, and also keep the video as a reference in case you have any kind of doubt. So with all that being said, in case you are looking to get yourself a fully detailed solution of the entire question paper, feel free to connect with us. For that, what you can do is go through the description section of the video, where you will find a bunch of details pertaining to contacting us, like our website URL, our email address, and also numbers for call, text or WhatsApp. So feel free to connect with us in case you have any kind of queries with respect to your exam preparation, or doubt regarding any subject or topic of any subject. If you have any kind of doubt, or if you need just general guidance with respect to your preparation, we'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so feel free to connect with us on any of those lines. So with that said, in case you like the video, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel, so that we can keep coming up with relevant content such as this further down the line. So until then, I'm signing out. Thank you so much.